Hello everyone, welcome back to PassionWaterTarot. It's me, Mama Dew, and today is a special reading for a missing person. Sorry, I just looked at my phone over here. Okay, good, because it said 100 degrees still, and I was like, what? It's almost 11 o'clock at night. How is it 100 degrees? But it's really not. It's 84 degrees. We just had that big meteor fly over the house, about an hour ago or so. I guess it's been about 2 hours ago now. That was cool. It set off my motion cameras. But anyways, back to the reading. There's a young man local to me that's missing. And I haven't done a reading for him yet. He's been missing for almost 90 days. His name is Dakota Scott Covington. He's a 27-year-old male. Dakota's stats are he's about 5'10", 5'11", weighs between 200 and 210 pounds. Wow. That's an odd combination of cards to have come out. I don't have the camera open. The Magician and the World card in reverse. We're going to see if this comes out later in the reading, but it doesn't feel good, just to start with. And the Magician is usually knowing that you have all the air, earth, fire, and water to be successful in what you're planning uh, in your journey. But the World in reverse is things not happening the way you expected them to. Being duped. It feels like somebody misled Dakota. But let me tell you about Dakota. So, he was raised in Meade, Oklahoma. Small town, not too far from me. The other side of Durant. Everybody in that town knows him. He lived with his dad. Dad got up and went to work, and when he came home on April 29, 2021, Dakota was just gone. Very much out of character. He was always stayed to himself and was a very dependable. Dad's description of him is that he's the kind of kid everybody would want to raise. And he was just really easygoing, laid back kind of person. I can find nothing really to do, to say any different, other than the fact that the only picture that they're posting of Dakota is a mugshot. I did find that back in 2015, 6 years ago, when Dakota was 21 years old, he had a warrant in Montgomery County, Kansas. Don't know what for. And could have been somebody pretending to be him? Absolutely. You wouldn't believe how many times that happens in this world. If somebody else decides to take on your name because they don't want to have to deal with what's really going on with them. Because that warrant doesn't have his date of birth. So there's no way of proving it's him. Then on another Montgomery County website, it says Montgomery County Sheriff Office for Kansas. It's still the 25th of July here. And it says that effective July 26, 2021, they have a warrant for Dakota Scott Covington. But for the charges, it's blank, just like the other one was. So it's probably a traffic ticket he got at some point and a failure to appear. I'm sure it's nothing to write home about, especially with being raised in this little small town. Because everybody would have known where to locate him, right? So let's get back to this. Dad goes to work. Dakota's at home. He sees him at home. He talks to him. But he comes home from work that evening and Dakota is gone. It's April 29th, 2021. And nobody has seen hide nor hair of Dakota since. Now, this wasn't somebody that had a habit of disappearing and being gone for days. No. This is somebody who grew up in this town, had friends there, went to school there when he was younger. So I'd like to know, spirit guide, angels, and ancestors, if you're coming to this reading with love and light to provide the highest level of clarity to those receiving messages, and ask that chakras be cleared so that messages can be received with ease. Now, Spirit, could you give us the energy of Dakota Scott Covington on April 29th, 2021? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? What messages, Spirit, would you like to reveal regarding the disappearance of Dakota Scott Covington? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I wouldn't know. As far as Dakota's energy, he wasn't being deceitful. He wasn't cheating. He wasn't involved in something dastardly. But he was looking for answers. The High Priestess in reverse, he wanted to reveal secrets. Now these are secrets regarding him. Hey, Buttercup. Go on. Good girl. These are secrets regarding him. He wanted to remove the burden. Something felt very heavy to him, and he wanted to clear the air. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. He wanted to clear the air with a situation. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. Associated with his foundation for happiness. His soul tribe. His friends, his family. Those who were near and dear to him. The King of Swords in reverse. There was somebody, this is another person, and their energy is that they're not being honest. The King is in reverse. The King wants to slice and dice their sword to rip up somebody's reputation, to take away their power. And the World card has come back in reverse. That's one of the ones that fell out at first. Definitely wanting to remove, this person wants to remove a threat, something they sense as a threat. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels and ancestors, what else can you reveal to us regarding the disappearance of Dakota Scott Covington? So we have the Lovers in reverse. Really? Somebody who, this has to do with a love affair, but it's already been broken up. Yeah. The Six of Wands is in reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse and the Six of Wands. I need to know who got broke up. Whose affair, whose love affair became non-existent. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors. Was Dakota the one who lost their love? Woo! A lot of cards. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, Judgment in reverse. The High Priestess is here again in reverse, double confirmation. The Chariot in reverse. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse for the love of everything. The King of Wands is in reverse. The Ace of Swords is in reverse. The Five of Swords is here. And the Three of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So we have here that Dakota was putting in effort towards, he was putting in a lot of effort, putting in a lot of work and energy towards something very near and dear to him. Wanting to look for a job, but there was a surprise contact, a surprise message. And against his better judgment, he responded to it. He was hoping to reveal how he truly felt about the situation, but there was no good forward movement for it. The seeds had already been sown. And they were like poison ivy. We have the King of Swords here. Now we have the King of Wands in reverse. The King of Wands is the energy is that it's the King of Swords over here as the King of Wands in reverse. They came up with a plan. The person came up with a plan to take away the voice of Dakota so that Dakota would no longer be in the picture. To remove Dakota because Dakota was making them look bad to somebody. I don't know who the for technical purposes, I'm going to say I don't know who the female is. I see Dakota and I see this guy. There's a female in the middle. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, what can you tell me about this person that approached Dakota that day, April 29th, 2021? Who lured Dakota away on April 29th, 2021? We have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that was looking to come in out of the cold. Somebody who wanted to get back with this female, but Dakota stood in the way. It does not, it's a broken up love affair, but it doesn't say that this is Dakota's love affair. But Dakota stood in the way. Whether it was his friend or a relative, and could it have been somebody he dated a few times? Yeah, but it looks more like a friend or a relative here. And this person felt that Dakota was the reason why they could not make amends with that female. They wanted to come in out of the cold. They wanted to be revered. That's the word Spirit keeps giving me. They want to be respected the same way Dakota was in this person's eyes. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, please clarify the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? This person is living behind a shroud of pretending that they're one person, but under the mask, there's somebody else. They're not good. They're very manipulative. This King of Swords in reverse and this King of Wands in reverse both show great manipulation, very antisocial. This person probably has a hard time maintaining bonds with friends and relatives, and probably has a very hard time maintaining a job. Yeah. They saw this as a huge burden to them, with Dakota standing in their way, and they did not want to let go of this person they have already lost. They felt that if they rid this person of Dakota's energy, then they would be back in their good graces again. Holy Spirit, Spirit God, angels and ancestors, can you tell us what the location of Dakota Covington, or where evidence of Dakota Covington can be located? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? We have the Chariot and we have the Star, and these are two major arcana, so this is a big deal. So let me look at this. See what we have here. Because, I'm an intuitive mystic. So Spirit is going to give me the answers. There's horses nearby. Yes, I know, baby girl. Mommy can feel the energy. Let's get off the cards. Thank you. There are horses nearby, like a stable. This person has brown hair. By the way, the star is in reverse, okay? So the chariot means very rapid movement. They pounced on, those are the words Spirit's given me, Dakota very rapidly, caught him off guard to lure him away. There was something, it looks like a weight that Dakota was hit with. He's near the horses, near a barn. He did not see it coming. The attack upon him. Let's get clarifiers on these, please. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ancestors regarding where Dakota Covington is located or evidence thereof. Can you please clarify the chariot and please clarify the star in reverse? Thank you for all messages forthcoming. The Hermit in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Mercy. Every dastardly card that can come out in reverse is coming out in reverse. The Ace of Wands in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse. The Three of Wands. The King of Swords. And the Ten of Swords. So, whew, yeah, this person had it planned out. That's why the Hermit's in reverse. And they thought they had some enlightenment of how they could get back in the good graces of this female who is still not showing up in the reading. She's just not. Um, I really think that Dakota was, just good friends or cousins or something with this female. And this male thought that he had much more influence over her than he really did. But he wanted to blame somebody for the breakdown in his relationship, which was actually his own damn fault. But I'm not going to get into that. But once again, we have manipulation, deceit, coming up with cowardly plans. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. Not having thought everything through. Yeah. Once this person put everything in motion, they realized there was so much they didn't think about. That the consequences of their actions and the devastation it would bring to so many people. But they really wanted the fussing to stop. They felt that Dakota was bad mouthing them and influencing others against them. And they wanted to be seen as the one who had it together. See, I can't stress that enough. This person is living under a false ruse. Many people in town probably do think this person has it together. They really don't. Um, and Dakota saw through them. Dakota was more of your silent type, from everything I can gather. And he would sit back and observe. And he saw through this person's false ruse that who they were pretending to be was not who they really were. But somebody's coming forward with the truth, and they're going to come through and speak up because this person has not been able to keep it quiet. They have told someone what they did. They also told somebody where they've left the evidence, which is near a barn that has horses. And somebody's missing a piece to their weights. Exercise equipment. You know one of those deals you hold on to on each side and you roll it to do uh, push-ups? This is what Spirit is showing me, but yet saying wait. So this thing has some weight to it. Or it can be the bars for doing those curls, and the weight is in the middle. Ten of Swords is in reverse. The person who's going to come through and speak up finally is going to pull swords out of the backs of everyone invested in this case to bring closure to the Covington family and friends. And this person will be going to jail. Yeah, this person really thinks the old saying, and it's pretty popular still here in the country. They think their shit don't stink. But one little country boy sure had him show his true colors. And he hurt Dakota. Those are always hard things to say on camera when the readings tell you this. I hope that Dakota's located soon. I hope that everybody in the Meade area checks out barns, especially ones that have horses very nearby, for evidence of Dakota. And if you're missing any weights, or you know who this person is that is living under this false ruse, that you will report it to Bryan County Sheriff's Department to help bring justice to this case and closure to this case. So the most likely outcome of this reading is the Hermit in reverse. We have the Hermit in reverse right here. The most likely outcome was this person coming up with this plan, this dastardly plan, this horrible plan, this permanent solution to a temporary problem to remove Dakota from somebody else's energy. Number one, we don't have any right to try to remove any person from somebody else's energy. Number two, we have no right to cause anybody harm. This person, they don't even have remorse for this action. By the way, I threw it on the floor, but the clarifier to this is the Two of Cups in reverse. They didn't get the girl. Nope, they didn't. Their actions did not secure the relationship that they wanted to be in. It might have been more successful had they tried to be friends with Dakota instead of doing him dirty, instead of causing him harm. I really want more information on this person. I really do. Hold on. I usually pull an advice card for everyone invested at this point, but I got another question. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors, can you tell me any more information regarding the person that caused harm to Dakota Covington? The Hangman in reverse. Oh, they're on the move. Okay, so this person may have put their property up for sale. They may be looking to leave the area. They're absolutely on the move. They're looking for new friends. They're looking for a new love. They're looking for a new job. But I believe this person is looking to move and leave Bryan County behind them. There's somebody's moving that you never thought was going to leave Meade, Oklahoma. Do they have a barn? Do they have access to a barn where horses are at? Does this person act like they're all that in a cup of tea? You know, they got quite a, what's that expression? Having a block on their shoulder. They're all about their appearance and their ego. Dakota crushed this person's ego. And this person's coping skills are little to none. That's why they're about to run. That's why they are running. They may have already moved. They may have already left town. Spirit is not giving me any names, but they are giving me the letter W. That is standing out to me. It could be a last name or a first name. Williams. It doesn't have to be William, but I see that name. That could even be their middle name. It could be the road they lived on. W really stands out. Let's ask for a clarifier on that one. Holy Spirit, please clarify the hangman in reverse regarding the person that caused harm to Dakota Covington. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Ah, look at there. Look at there. They're crossing waters. Where are they moving to? Where did they move to? Eight of Wands is about communication, but it's also about traveling. And this person is looking to move. And they're looking to move pretty quick if they haven't already done it. The Page of Swords, they do not, they only want the truth to be told as they see fit. Okay? That's like a little child. No, mommy, I didn't put my hand in the cookie jar as they reach behind you or behind themselves to get another cookie out. So they only want the truth to be told as they see it. And the Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing, deceit, and deception. They don't want nobody to speak on that. But they're on their way out of Bryan County if they haven't already left. Whew. Dakota received a message that day. Somebody who pretended to want to come over to Commerce Shores with him. That was the surprise. That was the pretending thing they did. And against his better judgment, he took them at face value and agreed to meet up with them, whether they came to his property or he went to theirs. I do believe they came to his property and picked him up there. Okay. So Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels and ancestors, please provide all those invested in this reading, all those who have come to this reading, an advice card from the Sacred Traveler Oracle. Thank you for all messages forthcoming. What say ye? Holy Spirit, Spirit Guide, angels. Woo, there we go. There we go. I hear you, Spirit. I was questioning because of how local I am, but people don't know who I am on the internet. I don't show my face either. But it says to tread thoughtfully. It's a narrow pathway. Small town America usually is. It's very hard to find a small town where somebody doesn't know what's going on. And that's why somebody's going to come out with the truth. Somebody's got something to say, and they're going to take away the devastation. They're going to take away this person's power and release what happened in the dark into the light. So, when the path becomes narrow, success will ensue if you go slowly and carefully. The traveler takes one step at a time. deliberately and cautiously. It sounds like a search party, doesn't it? Like there needs to be a search array. No detail of the past is overlooked. That is a search party. Keep your focus on the steps ahead, always. Do not go ahead of yourself. Breathe, relax. You will be able to achieve what others have not. If you take the time to consider carefully all options and move forward with deliberate care. I listen to these searchers who have gone out searching for people about how a search is conducted, and it's pretty amazing how they cover that ground to locate the evidence that's needed to bring justice to the person, to the family, to the case. I will happily come out and search with you. If there's anybody local that knows how to arrange a search party, I will happily come out and search right beside you for evidence of Dakota. Spirit is telling me there's evidence near a barn that normally has horses close by. Now, whether that is the object that this person used against Dakota, or if it's finding Dakota's clothing, but there's evidence to be found. If you have any questions, concerns, compliments to the chef, my email is listed below. And I will see you all soon with your next reading. And I'm sending love and light to everyone invested in this case, including friends, family, and searchers. Namaste.